everybody! Welcome to episode 26 of Building with Sand. It's Wednesday, February 6th, 2013. And if you can see what I am seeing, we have a layout for the bazaar. Now, I spent a lot of hours prior to recording right now, many hours, clearing this area out, working in creative to figure out what I want to do. A lot of time placing sand down to make sure I have the dimensions correct, basically, and finally got around to actually being able to record this episode. It's somewhere around 1:30 in the morning currently. It's much later than I usually do anything Minecraft wise, but I figured we're not going to build completely throughout this episode. What I'm going to do is show you guys what exactly I'm working on, and so when the next episode comes and I have managed to do more work off camera, because this build is going to take a long time and it's also going to be somewhat repetitive. I don't want to make you sit around watching me do that, but for right now I am going to show you where we're going, and hopefully it'll make sense. So I'm just going to do, I guess we'll do a walkthrough first before I get too far into this. It's hard to tell on the map, but because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a U-shaped building or one with a courtyard in the center with closed ends or not, but I think what I'm going to do is go for an O-shape. It will be closed off, but at the same time, there'll be many entrances into the building. Well, at least 4. Thinking 4-ish, or maybe 2. I don't know yet. It's kind of hard to say. What it is we have 2 main halls and then 2 side halls. Looking down this way on the north-south directions, we have the main halls, and to the left and to the right will be stalls that will be fairly deep, short. They'll just be 3 deep. And honestly, when the walls are in, there'll only be 1 space inside. And then that will occur in the main hall a total of 8 times on each hall on the main halls. And then on the side halls, they are slightly thinner, and they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6 if I put an opening entryway. 7 more stalls. So 7. How is it? 32 plus 14, which is 46 stalls, something like that. Yeah, so that's how many stalls there's going to be in this building. And then there'll be a courtyard, which will be kind of big actually, and I have some ideas for this, but I have yet to plan it out. I haven't planned it out nearly as much as I've the internal area, and for that I've only done, I built 1 archway, 3/4 of an archway, to figure out exactly what I want to do. I'm leaving this open because I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put regular sandstone or the smooth variation of that. Oops. easier to work in creative. Funny thing is, as much as I work in creative for planning purposes, I don't do anything in creative. Besides that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put there's going to be fence gate there. And I want some sort of thing just to break up. And then on the back side, we're going to have all of this. Middle is right there. And then there'll be, it's supposed to look like an entryway into it, but it's just going to be like this. Oh, dang it. I knew I should have run more fences, but you kind of get the idea. And then we close up on top. And there we basically have a stall. This needs to be a fence gate, and I need to finish up that little window thing. I think that's what it is. We'll check how I did that. Okay, that's great. A little bit different. Just barely. I like the way it looked more like this. And then the fence plus the middle. And then we have a single stall. And we're going to have 46 of those all throughout this. But this is, what, 4 high? The top of this building is 25 high. There's going to be a lot more going on in this build than just the stalls. So we might as well go get a couple more bits and maybe do a couple more stalls or something. Maybe I'll work on the top. Let's see if we can get one wall done. I don't know if I'm going to get the arch done because it's there we go. The arch is quite a bit more complicated, and I don't know if I can do it on camera. You see all these jungle leaves. I don't know why that's there. I went into the jungle and I collected I went into the jungle with 3 shears and I collected as many leaves as I could get with 3 shears. And we'll see why that is here in a bit, depending on how much time we have. There's something I've wanted to do here in Desert for a number of episodes, and I just keep forgetting to do it. So hopefully we'll get around to being able to do that. There's this, well, when we do it, I'll talk about it. First of all, work on this. So yeah, last episode we didn't do much except prep, and I was so like wanting to get that episode up that I stayed up and did it, and then I uploaded the video and I just totally screwed up the scheduling, and it didn't go up for 12 hours of the usual date because my error, and I caught it luckily caught it 2 hours before it was going to go up, so I wasn't really that lucky. Today I got Dead Space 3 in, which cool. I really was expecting to play that some more today, which I was planning to do after I recorded this. I only have gotten an hour in so far, so I don't have a very good opinion I don't have any opinion of it yet. But I am I'm enjoying it for sure. Dang it. And of course I don't have a half slab to go across the top, or any of the other blocks I want. Dang. So there's going to be a window there, and then from there there's going to be, let's see, what is there going to be? A further wall with another window, and then an archway. Dome. I have quite a bit to go. Should have brought more sand because I need a pillar. Okay, I hate to go silent on you guys, but when I build like this, unfortunately I can't talk because I'll totally screw it up otherwise. But yeah, look at this, because I don't want to work on this much further than this. What I'm going to do is have a recessed window there with another bit behind it, and something about it looks funny to me because there's no half slab right there. It'll make the archway look a little more curved. You get the idea, and this will be repeated a number of times through the building. Next time you see this, there will be at least one more of these. At least one bit of this building complete, I hope. It's pretty simple, it's just a lot of work. And I think a lot of this building's, I guess, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. But a lot of the cool things about this building are going to be in little additions I do throughout its after it's done. Like you're going to have a very wide hallway. I do want to do some sort of something to make it interesting. I'm thinking some kind of patterned. I need to come up with some kind of patterned floor. It's very, Middle Eastern style. Something maybe Islamic in a way because of the way the Islamic religion is, and they've, their art is very unique due to what you can and cannot have depicted. So it's created a very awesome art style over the centuries. Something like that. Something that will go with the rest of the builds. That is something I haven't even thought about until now, really. Well, I know I wanted to do something kind of nice for, but beyond that, I don't know. But yeah, we'll leave this for now and go elsewhere. And I do have some ideas for the courtyard, which I do want to have some water. I'm going to try to inject as much. I'm going to definitely try to inject as much color as I can. One thing I really want to do is try to incorporate more like awnings and things like that. All of this sand is just the sand I dug up from out there, and that does not include the sand that I put back into the ground after taking up the sandstone and all of the cobblestone, so there's... At least this build recycles itself with materials. Oh, I totally forgot what I was gonna get. So, I guess right now is as good as any. You take a commercial break. See you in a moment. So, we're back, and we have jungle leaves. Lots of jungle leaves. The reason for that is because I am really sick at how little green there is in the city. We have jungle leaves and fences. And if you put two and two together, and you can see what I'm looking at right now, you should understand what we're going to do. And that is, we are going to build palm trees. And for a long time, I was really not happy with the fact that most leaves will change color depending on the biome you're in. And I think there's only one type of leaves that doesn't change. It might be the oak. Regardless of where you put it, they're the same color. The jungle leaves become a much less vivid green, and they kind of turn olive. And I didn't like it at first, but now I think of it more of an olive green, like a palm green. So it kind of works out, and it has a very distinctly different texture than the other kinds of leaves, so it's the only one that I thought that worked well for palm trees. What I want to do is find locations all throughout the city where we can put palm trees, because I need some color. I need color badly. I need to break up a lot of the monotony that's going on with the sandstone. And I know that's the theme we have going on in the city, but at the same time, not sand. Thankfully, we have a nearly infinite supply of sand in the vicinity everywhere we go. I'm not going to say near infinite, because I know I've talked about how I'm worried about running out, but we have plenty of sand here for the moment, and eventually I want to take this hill down anyway, so now as good as ever. At least to take the top off. And that's enough, plenty of sand. What we've got here is one thing I want to fill this in eventually, but I need palm trees somewhere. See, around here by the pool, I'm not really sure. Not really a good place. It's raining, of course. Maybe we'll continue on. This will be an ongoing sort of thing, I'm thinking. Adding palm trees, for sure. I'll probably take this sign down now. Didn't know I got stone in there. I'm definitely gonna need that stuff later. So, okay, right here is just not a good place for it. Maybe here in front of the sun. Add any palm tree. I know I wanted to add something here. I mean, I added a palm tree. It's just, I don't like everything in front of this. Maybe not. Continuing on, maybe we'll go into the cities, because I thought about this earlier. Where am I going to put these palm trees? I don't know. And it's, I don't want to put them down and then have to move them again later because I want to build something. But somewhere like this is good. We have places here. Although I need to redo the street around here, we can have palm trees. Problem is, I have a lot of space. I think we'll be okay if I put one here. That might have been taller than I want them, but I'm thinking that the palm trees are going to be... oh yeah, it'll be good. It'll be against the wall, but whatever. There'll be a torch under it, but that's okay. There we go. One palm tree down. Definitely add something to this area. So you get the idea. I want these everywhere, as many places I can fit them. Where I'm from, palm trees grow like... They're basically... I don't want to say weeds, because I like palm trees. But they grow very easily. And there are multiple types. There's quite a few numerous. Can't speak English today. Maybe I never can. But there are numerous types of palm trees, and they come in all different sizes and shapes. Even fake ones, the palm trees that don't look real. I don't know if I can. I don't know about that one. It's really trying to cram it in there, but I don't know. I actually maybe I kind of do like that, because it's kind of how palm trees work. They'll grow everywhere. They'll grow next to. I mean, palm trees will grow next to one another and become one giant palm tree, or you know, they'll grow in places that they just don't really belong and get all bent out of shape and all kinds of stuff. Then you have tall palm trees, and you have short palm trees, short fat ones, and all kinds of things like that. I think there's a good spot right over here. Okay, maybe not. There used to be a good spot here. Ah, here it is. Definitely. So yeah, just trying that. I think the palm trees I have at the palace are I'll say 5. They're... Dang it. I don't want to waste these leaves. One thing about palm leaves... One thing about jungle leaves is that I don't... that they're very... it's very difficult to get saplings for jungle trees. They have the lowest drop rate. And so... chopping down on jungle trees, there's a good chance that you will get less saplings than there are trees in total. The possibility is you could technically, even trying to replant every tree you fell, the number of actual saplings you get is lower. The chances are just too low, so you could technically completely annihilate a jungle, and not meaning to, but you'll just not have any saplings to plant. I try not to waste what I can of these trees. Just pretty much whenever I go logging somewhere, I try to you know, replenish the areas, be ecological. Is that the right term? Anyway, as I was saying, the trees at the palace are, I think they're 4 fences high, or 5 fences high, and they're all the same. But I wanted to do the fences on these palm trees, these random palm trees around the city, between at least 5 and between 5 and somewhere between 5 and 8. So I have some really tall ones too. I mean, some palm trees get very tall and tower over everything else. So I probably will run out of fence posts before I run out of any. That's not a good spot. Or run out of leaves. This one might be hard to finish off. No, we're good. Look at that. That's a tall palm tree. So that's higher than 8. But that's, you know, it could be. You can really get tall palm trees like that, and I've seen them. So, maybe we'll go for really tall ones. That'll work out. It actually might look cooler that way, having really tall palm trees in places around the city, because they'll peek up over the walls. So that one isn't going to go down, but you make it go out. What's that? There we go. That's palm tree. Sort of. Now that just looks funny. There. Give me my leaves. Oops. There you go. It kind of rolls over the building. Is there anywhere else we can actually put another one? I mean, I could put a tall one right here. Thing is, I can't put them next to the building directly because then we get that weird fence post thing. I could even put in red palm trees with nether brick fences. I don't know about that. Never seen that color palm tree. Anywhere else we can put them? Right here? This would be a good spot. No, it wouldn't, because it's next to a wall. Ah! Here we go. I like to put two really close together because of the way they grow. I think that one's okay. And we might not have any more space. Oh, we could get another one in here. Bonk. There we go. I think that's good. We have quite a few more palm trees. in this part of the city, and it adds a... I like it. I'm pretty happy with that. Can't see them as well from outside, of course. Yeah. So we're gonna add more of those throughout everywhere. But no, I have a lot of fences. But what I don't have is much time, so it's gonna be, we're gonna call it here. So hopefully gave everybody a taste of what is to come with the bazaar, and also some more work going into beautifying the city with the palm trees. And I know I talked about having villagers in the bazaar. I don't think it's going to work, just because, I mean, I could add half slabs here and there'll be a fence gate, and I could do that. I don't know if I like the way that looks, but who knows, maybe it will. Thing is, rounding of villagers is just a pain. So, we'll kind of see. I mean, I want villagers everywhere throughout the city. Thing is, their AI is just such a nuisance that sometimes it's just better off not dealing with it. We'll see when we get there, and say thanks for watching, everybody, and stay tuned to the next episode. And see you next time. Take care.